Okay, guys, so continuing on as I try to adjust this. We have, as I told you earlier, we have Darkwing Duck. These are the original ones I got. Darkwing Duck Volume 1 and 2. And they never did release the other volumes, which is a shame. If they would have done that, they would have had the complete set. You know, but maybe they'll be doing that soon because, of course, they got the Darkwing Duck project in the works right now. So maybe to coincide with that, we'll get a Blu-ray release just like we did with Rescue Rangers, and I'll show you that in a moment. So hopefully we'll get something in return due to the fact that we're not getting, that we didn't get a third volume and all that. So, let me know if there is a third volume. Maybe it was a movie club exclusive, but I don't think so. But yeah, maybe we'll get a Blu-ray release and all that. So up next, we have more Hanna-Barbera goodness sent to me by Frank Hill. So here we have, basically, Loopy-de-Loop, the male version of Loopy-de-Loop. Because if you watch Jellystone, they basically gender swapped him to female. Then we have Clue Club. And then we have Shirt Tales, which was a Saturday morning cartoon. Clue Club was the same way too. Shirt Tales was one in the early 80s. So yeah, pretty cool. Then, bring these all out again. We have Yogi's Gang, which was a 1970s show, and a lot of these are have been or will be showing up on MeTV Tunes, so keep an eye out for those. We have Thundar the Barbarian, The Funky Phantom, and Speed Buggy. So we have those. And then, to kind of finish it off a little bit, we have Challenge of the GoBots. This is Volume 2. Challenge of the GoBots Volume 1. And the original miniseries. Basically the one that started it all. So yeah. We got those. It's really nice. And then we have Goober and the Ghost Chasers. And a lot of these were sent to me by Frank Hill. So once again, Frank, thank you for sending those my way. Okay, we're going to be a little tricky here. So here we have Laugh Olympics. This is all the Laugh Olympic episodes that they showed on Cartoon Network during one of the years the Olympics was going on. So we have Laugh Olympics right there. It's a 2-disc set, believe it or not. I did it at 6 hours, so you can imagine that maybe one Blu-ray disc will probably be enough for it. I mean, that's why a lot of the DVDs they officially put out are primarily one disc. And there go the Power Rangers. I was using that to balance them. But here we have GoBots Battle of the Rock Lords. Got this through a torrent, so I have that. And might as well get it out of the way since they'll fall in and slipping here. Here we have some Blu-Rays. We're going to separate the Blu-Rays a bit. We have 300 Rise of an Empire. That's the sequel. Turbo, a Power Rangers movie. And Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie as well. All on Blu-ray. We'll put the Blu-Rays up here for right now. And then speaking of Power Rangers, Frank Hill sent me all of this. It's pretty cool. So we have the complete series of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Comes with an episode booklet and bonus feature disc, which is really nice. Then we have basically the box set of Zeo, Turbo, In Space, and Lost in Galaxy. Again, same thing. Comes with a special features disc and a booklet, episode booklet. Really nice. Then here we have Power Rangers, Lightspeed Rescue, Time Force, Wild Force, Ninja Storm, and Dino Thunder. Same thing. You get a bonus disc as well and a booklet with the episodes listed. And then the last one he sent me along with it is SPD, Mystic Force, Operation Overdrive, Jungle Fury, and RPM. And the same thing there. So in total, that is 22, 26. So that's like 48 there. Yeah, 21, 59. And in this one, I don't know how many, this is 19. Yeah, so you got about 80, almost 80 discs right there. So that's pretty cool for that one series. That's pretty cool. All right, continuing on. We have right here all 3 volumes of Gargoyles. That's right, Gargoyles Season 1, Gargoyles Season 2, Volume 1, and what was originally a movie club exclusive, but then retail-wise, Volume 2 of Season 2. The only one they have not released yet is the Goliath Chronicles, but you can find that on Disney+. So if you're curious, you can find it there. And then we got some Batman here, and we're getting close to the end. I'm just going to show you what's in there, not bring them out because it'd be too messy. But here we have some Batman. So we have, we're going to get this in chronological order, hopefully. We have Batman Begins. We have The Dark Knight. Right here, we have The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight Rises with the Lincecum cover. Then we have The Batman. Then we have the original 89 version of Batman. And then the sequel, Batman Returns. Saw both of those in theater. I remember seeing Batman 89 in theaters when we lived in Waterford. I think it was at the drive-in in Turlock. They had a drive-in, I think, at that time in Turlock, California. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so continuing on. We have... Here we go. We have Scooby-Doo and the Scooby-Doo Dynamite Hour complete series, and then the complimentary to the getting tongue-tied here. Be complimentary to that other set I had of the movies on DVD. This is the Lost episodes. This is the ones they had to basically, I guess, tie up some rights and licensing issues and all that. So I got that. Put that back here. And then, let me double check. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to just show you what's on this side, because the back of this, I think, is all boxes. The rest of it's all boxes on the back here. So, anyway, here we're going to go here. So, again, you saw this in my video about the Goofy movie. So, we have a Goofy movie on VHS, Blu-ray. We have Velma and Daphne, Scooby-Doo and Franken... easy for me to say. Frank and Greenie. Super Mario World, the complete series. Scooby-Doo, Samurai Scoob. Batman and Robin and Batman Forever. You know, so we got those there. And then here we have Season 1, Volume 1, Season 2, okay. Here we have Season 1, Volume 1, Season 1, Volume 2 of He-Man. And then here we have Season 1, Volume 1, and Season 1, Volume 2 of She-Ra. And as you can tell, they were meant to go like a collage, if you will. They were meant to do like a collage. And Zaranyzerak did that. He has an episode on BCI. He kind of lets you know about that. Because they did that with a lot of the series. But more specifically, when BCI had the He-Man license, they went balls to the walls, basically. They went balls to the walls by saying, let's collage all the He-Man and She-Ra related stuff so that when people display them, it'll look like an art piece, or be an art piece for them. So that was the reasoning. And then continuing on here, we have Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers on Blu-ray, Josie and the Pussycats, the complete series on Blu-ray, the Super Mario Brothers movie on 4K sent to me by Frank Hill, Speed on 4K. Here we have Scooby-Doo and the Monster of Mexico, which I really like, really cute movie. Cyber Chase was really good, also on Blu-ray. We have Josie and the Pussycats, Batman Mask of the Phantasm, Jetsons the movie, Jetsons the complete series, all on Blu-ray. Batman the 1960s movie, right there, if you want to see that. Batman movie right there. The first 3 X-Men films, 2 of them, of course, were Bryan Singer and then the other director. X-Men First Class, the Rogue Cut, if you will. The Chipmunk Adventure, that's a rarity right there, because you don't see that on sale as much anymore. But yeah, I have the Chipmunk Adventure on Blu-ray. We have X-Men's Days of Future Past, Logan, X-Men Dark Phoenix, X-Men Apocalypse. Then we have Kingslave, Final Fantasy 15. We have basically some movies here. These are a 4 favorite pack. These are, I'm trying not to make a disaster here. Let me pull this out. This is both Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Mortal Kombat Legacy, and Spawn. So yeah, we're going to put that back. A little bit of a design flaw in my stacking here. So yeah, that's what we have there. We have Gladiator, King Kong vs. Godzilla, King Kong vs. Gaian, King Kong vs. Hindora, King Kong Horror of the Deep, and The Return of Godzilla. Then we have some Godzilla double features there, as well from the 80s and 90s, you can see. And then we have Sausage Party and the Tangled Ever and Rapunzel's Tangled Adventures, the complete series sent to me by Frank Hill. So yeah, he sent me that as well. And I will be back, guys. Let me clean this all up for a bit, and I will be right back.